Hello. Everything is shit on my end, but at least the game is good. So the plan is we're defeating Malak. Oh right. Also the plan was that I'm gonna actually start wearing Revan's robes, because there's no one that's gonna stop me, so fuck you. Armor health. What does it do exactly? It gives us strength. Oh, dexterity. That's more armor class. Restricted their strength regeneration. Yeah, that's useless. I don't understand. I don't understand why is it that you would be only dark side Revan, and you would get right. What I'm saying is there are dark and light side robes for Starforge, and Starforge adds bonuses to being a consular, really, and the dark ones add to being a warrior. And you don't want to be a warrior. Well, other than maybe some boss battles, like we've experienced. So anyway, since we, oh, well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take off the robes, Jedi Master, and prove to you that I'm gonna do it well enough still. So the point is here that, oh, the skin is done by the headgear. The skin is done by the headgear, so it makes it so that saves rule. Maybe I'll just skip it. Makes it so that the cape flows and the shadow works correctly. Otherwise, it's all whack. Otherwise, the model for Revan is used from the cutscene actually that we saw from in the previous episode, and there it's animated along with the character, so it matches. But when you put on the character, the hood starts moving its head, bobbing its head. The hood starts bobbing as if the head directs it, but your head is not moving in sync, so it's whack. Right. Will he be here? Oh, we're going all the way around, of course. Of course. Sure. Now, I talked a little bit about Journey Depp. If you're here to listen to me finishing that story, it's over at Black Mesa. That's really well where all that happened. It's still close here, right? Yeah. That's weird. This section, dude, it's like an intersection on a spaceship with all the airtight doors and shit. But anyway, oh yeah, it has an explanation. Also, in addition, I'm recording it now in such a way. Oh, there it is. Recording it now in such a way that the cutscenes are probably not gonna be recorded. So just in case, I'm saying I'm gonna record them later, splice them in. It should be fine, maybe. Let's find Malak. Hello. Oh, I'm coming. Don't you worry, I'm coming. So, Plague. Let's try kill this time as well. And force resist. Oh, he saved, but he didn't resist. Let's try again. I got him, he's dead. And he's already below half health, so there we go. Resisted, okay. I've got things for people that resist like you. Force drain. Oh, there it goes. Just a bit of luck.
This isn't over, Malak.
Your friends do not give up easily, Revan. You always could inspire loyalty. But even the three of you together cannot stand against my power.
Bitch, I destroyed you alone. He could hit a little bit.
You two get out of here. Find the Starforge.
No, Bastila, he's too strong. No!
Oh, that was emotional.
The door's sealed. We can't get past. Come on, we have to get to the Ebon Hawk.
Sure. So, what just happened? First off, it's like poetry, so that it rhymes. We had this happen again. A guy sacrificed himself to stop a Jedi beyond our capability. Dark Jedi says beyond our capability by going in, fighting them, and locking the door behind them. Remember Trask at the beginning of the game? I do. I remember everything about this game apparently. Of course, aside from the facts from the events that I don't. And you would fuck you. How about that? I remember everything about this game. So that happens. Apparently Karth and Bastila break away from the stasis field. That's second thing. And Bastila is the only one capable of stopping or delaying Malak. Only I was defeating Malak, and if I was able to keep using Force Drain on him, he'd get fucked over and fucked. Both. He'd be fucked, right? If you're getting fucked over, you're fucked. I think by definition as well. No, our duel was cut short just so that this scene can happen. Malak is not a tough fight, as you saw in the previous episode and right now. It's pretty easy, even for a consular like me, for a mage, where he relies on force powers and the bosses usually resist them. We'll get to that eventually as well. But here, he didn't resist force choke. Well, he did, but he was stunned for at least one round, and we already know that we could drain him for all his health with force drain. And if things aren't going too well, we can use a med pack to heal ourselves as well. So Malak really isn't beyond our capability. We were winning. Bastila threw her lightsaber at him, hit him. He cowered and got all, you know, the pain animation. He got like curled up because he was being hit. And he's a tall dude. He shouldn't be doing that, right? Isn't that telling? And yeah. And also he was low on health and ran after Bastila. And of course, the plot demands that Bastila is now out. So, this is a big part. What about Bastila? We have to help her. Nah, lying bitch. Oh right, and also the line Karth said. No, Bastila is too strong. That wasn't too emotional, but the cry out no, that was better. I mean, I don't know. Again, usually often, it seems that often those lines are recorded in a vacuum. You don't really know what you're reacting to, so you can't emote properly. But then again, if you don't want to show the actor what's going on, that's what the director in the booth is, or outside of the booth telling you what to do. So sound recording, voiceover director should know what's going on. Other than the fact that you often also don't have a partner to play off of. Well, so you're fucked. Yeah, get this shit right. There are other shenanigans when it comes to voiceovers and acting, but maybe I'll save that for another time. Right now, good idea. Let Bastila deal with Malak. These again, our headcanon is our headcanon because we need headcanon. Look, it's either we're evil and leaving. So if we're leaving, we're evil. Or we need to stay because we are heroic and we have to help Bastila. Our headcanon is, no, I can handle him. I was winning. Let me go. I'll fuck him up right now and we'll end the game here. So essentially, really. And also we've got lightsabers, right? So we can just cut our way through all the blast doors and get in and kill Malak. And it will be 2 versus 1. So essentially, with our headcanon, the game ends here. Really. And also we know we're Revan, so we can take up the mantle of the Dark Lord and still either come back to the light or whatever you want to do, or take up the mantle of the Dark Lord and resume our campaign against the Republic. Right, so it's scripted, and again, this is a problem because it's ludonarrative dissonance. The cutscene says that he is too strong and we need help. And we need someone to sacrifice themselves for this. Only, again, how many times can I hammer the point? Quite a long time, clearly. We were doing fine. We were winning. We can win this right now. So yeah, the game ends here. We take up the mantle of the Dark Lord and we resume the campaign against Republic. Because I remember what Revan is all about. However, this is taken away from the choice is taken away from us. So, good idea. Let Bastila deal with Malak.
Bastila doesn't stand a chance against Malak, but we can't help her. Not here. We have to get off the ship and find the Star Forge. That's the key to beating the Dark Lord. Bastila sacrificed herself so we could get away. We can't let her sacrifice be in vain. Come on!
Whatever you oh, we had a health pool for Malak. And this is closed now, right? They all are. Right, the pair of doors, one on each side. Right, technically north and south because it's a map, but then again, it's a ship and it doesn't really have north and south. So, across, does that open? Oh, we're just going through? So did the fight happen in this corridor? This little corridor? That's weird. Fine. If you say so. What was I saying? I don't remember. Malak, Bastila, 3v1? It's impossible? Something? Bastila doesn't stand a chance? I don't know. Well, maybe I'll remember in just a moment. I'll make a save, just so it's easier for me to come back to here if there is actually a cutscene going on. So stay tuned. Save done, let's go. Oh, I can also dress up now. There we are, we're going. Ebon Hawk does not have its landing gear extended. Right. Smartly, Leviathan sends, what are they? Fighters after us, to stop us. Because that's smart, you know. We're important targets, they wanna catch us or at least kill us. Problem is, Malak really wanted to fight us face to face, so that no one can claim that he was too weak or cowardly to shoot at our bridge. Instead, he sends fighters against us again. That's not very honorable again. Where's the fighter? There they are. So yeah, there was a cutscene, but it was short, and it will be in the final recording, that's fine. Don't worry about it. And again, of course, we're over the skies of Taris. Because really the budget did not allow.
What happened on that ship?
We ran into Malak. He would have killed us, but Bastila sacrificed herself.
He wouldn't have killed us, Car.
You mean she's dead?
Bah,
Serves her right, I was winning.
don't be foolish. He'll want to use her battle meditation against the Republic. Turn her to the dark side and the Sith will always be victorious.
What greater weapon is there than to turn your enemy to your own cause, isn't it? Right. There's a cutscene, but it was a short one. It will be there in the final recording. Yes. The game budget clearly did not allow for more than 2 skyboxes. Especially, well, more than 2. It doesn't allow for more than 1. It has 1. And the only other one that you would really need is this one, for this situation when you're escaping the Leviathan. That would be important, would benefit from good visuals as well. Yeah, now you're hearing also the main theme for Knights of the Old Republic. Which is of course great. Right, we have to go back for Bastila. No, she deserves to die. She's a stupid cunt who decided to interfere when I was fucking winning. Good job, women, right? Women. We can't help Bastila. Not unless we find the Star Forge first. We can't help Bastila. Well, they're both bad. So again, the game already ended, right? The game already ended, so it's all fanfiction from here anyway. Again, but fanfiction within fanfiction, I guess. We're gonna need to find Starforge first, and then we'll think about Bastila. That'll be appropriate. That's the line I'm gonna go with.
Not so fast. We've got a bigger issue to deal with here.
Do we?
They deserve to know the truth about you.
Ah.
Do you want to tell them what Malak said, or should I?
That's fine. I'll tell them. I'm Darth Revan. I'll tell them. I'm Darth Revan. And you're dead, Car. Don't care what Malak said. I'm Revan. I'm Torek. Yeah, we're going with Revan. That sounds better. I'll tell them I'm Revan.
Revan? What are you talking about? Is this some kind of a joke?
No, it's no joke. The Jedi Council captured Revan and erased the Dark Lord's mind, programming in a new identity. Saul Kareth told me on the Leviathan.
That's immoral.
And Bastila confirmed it.
You're Darth Revan? This is big.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember anything about being the Dark Lord?
You know, that would be metagaming to tell you, Vision. And I don't remember anything about being Revan. Small bits, a few strange dreams and vision. That's all for now.
Just a few flashes. That's it. Nothing more? Then I don't think there's a problem. It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right?
Of course it still matters. How do we know more memories won't come flooding back? How do we know Revan won't suddenly turn on us? The whole time we've been chasing after Malak, we've had his old Sith master right at our side, listening to our secrets, hearing our plans.
Yeah, so maybe the best turn of events for you, Karth, again, is as usual. If you're friends with wizards, what you want to do is ensure that they're gonna be on your side instead of trying to antagonize them. What you want to do is not what they've done in Dragon Age. Although the world building is pretty cool, but again, if you're trying to exile and control mages who can destroy mountains with the power of their thought, you want to ensure they're on your side instead of trying to enslave them, because once they rebel, there won't be a stone left standing. There won't be a stone unturned when they are looking for those who try to enslave them or strip them of their innate powers. Right, I'm sorry, Karth, I wish... so, Karth, shut the fuck up. Rephrase, however you want, rephrase what I've said just a moment ago to fit the scene. That's again what we're gonna say, unless the line is... there's a pretty cool line here. This changes nothing. I still want to stop Malak. Yeah. They blame the Jedi Council for this, Karth, not me. Yeah, all they had to do was give up. First thing. Second, not commit a war crime of erasing my mind. That's immoral. But I'm not Dark Lord anymore, I'm Torek. I'm one of you. They're more like however many multiple of them they are of me, then I'm one of them. I'm sorry, Karth, I wish it wasn't true. This changes nothing, I still want to stop Malak.
I don't see the Sith Lord standing here. I see a friend who's been with us through thick and thin. Remember,
I haven't
Malak
talked to you.
tried to destroy
We haven't
Trask.
exchanged words. I agree with the mission. I swear a life debt to the person you are, not to the person you were. I think it's actually the opposite, always.
and I will stick by you. We owe you our lives. We
Yeah,
won't
you
desert
do.
you now.
How can you say that, Mission? The Sith bombed my homeworld, Revan took away my family, and destroyed my life.
Everyone knows it was Malak who gave the order to attack your people, Karth. You can't blame Revan for that.
It all makes sense now, Revan. I've watched you. I've seen your cruelty.
Shut
I've
down.
seen
Complete.
your dark side. And now this. I don't know if I can trust you. Can any of us?
I don't care. I'm capable enough to deal with all the problems myself. If you want to leave, I'll fucking blast you out of the cargo hold or the cargo ramp right now. We don't have an airlock, really, like a trash compactor. We should have. But then again, we can just lock the doors and give him a good launch off of the ramp. So at least, you know, it'll be spectacular, I guess. Right, Karth, there's the door. What about you, Jolie? What do you think, Andrews? What do you have to say, HK47? You won't abandon me, will you, T3? I programmed you, I bought you, you're not allowed to leave. Well, Karth, will you stand with me against Malak? Yeah, with the swear loyalty to the person you are, not the person you were, it's always the opposite. This is why there are divorces, because one person, one way or another, deceives or lies by omission to the other, and then they have this realization, you're not the person that I fell in love with, right? Because this is a great argument. This is such a great argument to never get married, right? Avoid lawsuits, avoid alimony, avoid what Johnny Depp had to go through and losing 7 million in some divorce case for alleged domestic violence. Yeah, what I said. Of course, we were most interested in first off HK and second Canvas, so what do you have to say, HK47?
Commentary. I am experiencing something unusual, Master.
Why? What's happening?
Answer. My programming is activating my deleted memory core. I believe I have a homing system that is restoring it, Master.
It's like the drone's return home function, right? With the, they're now called drones. Back in the day, they were toys and they were called remote-controlled helicopters or quadcopters. Now they're drones because, it's like. We had names for these things. And then the future came with the technology to enable that science fiction, and now everything has a shit name. It's not datapad, it's a tablet, if not outright being called by a brand name. Generified brand names. Look that up. I might talk about it if you remember. It's not a datapad, it's a tablet. It's not a quadcopter, it's a drone. Ants are drones. Bees are drones. Hive minds have drones, essentially. When we invent spaceships and space travel and faster than light travel, it'll have a dumb, shitty name as well. Because I don't know. Are these words copyrighted? Is this like an intellectual property that you can't lean on? Is that the problem? Hopefully not. I don't think so. Those YouTubers couldn't brand or trademark the word React, so I don't think someone could trademark things like datapad and shit. But then again, someone actually patented the minigames you can play during loading screens, and that's why no game had it, even though all of them were capable of providing that. Greed and niggers, man. So this is the stimuli you were waiting for? Everyone be careful. There's no telling what that means. Your homing system? What's that? I'll destroy you if you make a move, droid. Clearly. I'll destroy you if you make a move, droid.
Observation. That is unnecessary, Master. My intent is not hostile. I am receiving no combat override commands. Observation.
That could be a lie.
My homing system is a function of my assassination protocols, that which I told you had been deactivated. This system was not. It seems that the homing system deliberately restores my deleted memory core upon returning to my original master.
And that's one of the reasons I wanted HK with us, because Revan just built a droid, an assassin one as well. What does it take? How do you build an assassin droid? Do you need to code? Do you need to code it in Java or C++ or C# or whatever, Python? I wish it was already invented, that I could just rummage through junk and code a robot with an intuitive language processing. Like I could talk to it and it would be programming. You can see similar scene in Interstellar, actually, when they bring this monolith droid back to whatever's the character name or whatever's the actor's name at the end of the movie.
Honesty, new setting. 95%.
Confirmed. Additional customization.
Humor. 75%.
Confirmed. Auto self-destruct T minus 10. 9.
Let's make that 60%.
That's cool. I'd like to be doing that instead of fucking typing code. That's not only exhausting but also requires knowledge and experience, first off, and second, it's clunky. You can't really do more than one thing at a time with that if you really need focus. You mean Revan?
Affirmation. Correct, Master. Sith protocols maintain that all droid knowledge be deleted before assassination missions and restored upon return. I have returned to you, and my full functionality is now under your personal command. It is a distinct pleasure to see you again, Master.
And then a triumphant music again. Notice that he said Sith protocol, which is interesting because that means Revan actually took up the mantle wholesale and called himself a Sith. And this game confirms it. And also he was, either he established them or learned from the Sith that this is a good practice. So he implemented that as the Sith, sort of Sith code, Sith coding as opposed to Sith code that we went over on Korban. Sith coding into an assassin druid, because they had assassin druids as well. So pretty cool, yeah, smart as well. Well, that makes a lot of sense actually. But I found you didn't find me. I'm not exactly Revan anymore, HK. Good, so long as you're loyal. Right, again, 4th is my favorite. And number 1 is fine, if you don't like playing the number 4. And important thing is that if you trigger this place, this scene, this situation, if you progress the plot here without fixing him completely, he won't unlock those fixes for you. It will be just underdeveloped. So that's also one reason I wanted to fix him before this happens. And this scene, this unlock doesn't provide him with any more bonuses. So the only more bonuses you can get him is equipment, and you actually putting points in repair and fixing him. So do that before this happens. A lot of sense. Good, so long as you're loyal.
Commentary. I believe I have served you well in the past, Master, and will continue to do so for as long as you have need of me.
Wish I'd known.
What are the chances of that happening?
Remember, we're talking about the Force here. At this point, Malik himself could drop out of the sky and I wouldn't bat an eyelash.
Good point.
That's how the Force works.
Yeah, right. Well, so the rest of you idiots, Candra's, tell me all about the war now. What do you think, Candra's?
You defeated the Mandalore clans in the war, Revan. You were the only one in the galaxy who could best us. We had never met one like you before, and never since. How can you even ask if I'll follow you? Whatever you're fighting, it will be worthy of my skill. I'm your man until the end, Revan. No matter how this plays out.
Yeah, and this is all Candra's has to say, and it plays better if you talk to Candra's actually, because he talks about all the war experiences he had and shit, and he talks highly about Revan. So when he praises Revan, how good of a strategist he was and how good of a fighter he was, and then you are here and you ask him, if you follow me, he goes, yeah, I mentioned the reasons before, you should know. And it is cool, right? So do we actually have to ask all of them? Because I would like to end with Karth, because I don't care about those two. So speedrun this. Well, Karth, will you stand with me against Malik?
Well, the others seem to trust you, and I don't see any other way that we can stop the Sith. And I suppose that Malik is the real enemy here. I really don't have any other choice, do I?
No, you don't. You're right, you don't have a choice. I'm in charge here, I'm Revan Animal Karth. Exactly, yeah, number 3. Right, I don't know if we're gonna have to interrogate T3 and Jolie. If you want that, play the game. It's possible to get it for free. Possible, everything's possible. It's a digital millennium after all. Yeah, you're right, you don't have a choice. I'm in charge here.
Don't worry, I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my assignments or this mission. But don't forget, I've sworn an oath to defend the Republic. As long as this mission stays on course, I'll stick with you. But I won't let you betray the Republic under any circumstances. So I guess that's it then. We keep going. We've still got one more star map to uncover if we're gonna find that Star Forge and save Bastila, so let's do it before it's too late.
And here we are, taken automatically to Manan, and the only surface city on the planet, visible from space, Atho City. You could see Bastila being faded away, because she won't be needed anymore. We need to visit Yavin, we need to go back to the special thing. And the other thing that you could be doing here is talking to people on your ship now about what just happened. And they'll tell you things, of course. But this will be it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully we will see each other in something I play for you for free. In the meantime, of course, interact with this video and every other video on my channel. Subscribe, watch, share, and if you don't like the content, it's entirely your fault.